I just wanted to do a short, unscripted video on why index fund investing is ruining lives. Now, that's a very controversial title, and there is a place for index funds. They can help you build wealth, but a lot of people buy into this dream that you just invest into index funds passively over a few decades and wow, you're wealthy. The truth is, this is probably not going to happen until you're in your 60s, maybe your late 50s if the stock market is going well at the time, but that's not even promised. I know a lot of people like to talk about how the S&P 500 over time has always gone up, it's always recovered from any kind of crashes and gone back up again. But if you look at the Japanese stock market, you see that it crashed and it's never really recovered properly since. I'm not saying this will happen to the American stock market, but it could. So there's no guarantee, and you're kind of risking your whole finances just for the chance of having some money when you're in your 60s. And if we talk about life expectancy, that's not a long time to enjoy your money. So what do we do instead? Do we just invest all of our money into Dogecoin? Do we just invest all our money into GameStop? No, we don't have to do that. But what we need to start thinking is either can we quit our 9 to 5 job and find some other kind of revenue source that's highly leverageable and start our own business? Or is there any kind of side hustles we can do that don't turn our time directly into money? So what I mean by that is if you know you're going to get paid $10 an hour for something, then there is no way you can become rich from that, ever. You don't have enough time in your life. So you need something where rather than you convert time into money, you just convert some kind of product or service that doesn't require your direct time input into money. So, for example, you might want to sell a piece of software. If you code a piece of software, yes, you got to put some time into building it, but once you built the website to advertise it, you run some ads possibly, then it can start making money passively. This is what passive income is. A lot of people think of passive income as I actually just put some money into something and never think about it again, boom, passive income. That's not true. Passive income is when you put the time in up front and then you can produce residual income without putting in more time. And if you don't have some revenue source that works like this, your chances of becoming truly rich are very low. And even if you do, you might be a super high paid lawyer, you might be an executive at a company, you're giving away the best years of your life to an absolute grind. I mean, these people, they don't just work hard, they put in so many hours, it is unreal. And they lose their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, even their 50s. And then what? They get to retire finally? Now, I'm not saying 9 to 5's terrible, nobody should have one, because that's unrealistic. And also, some people enjoy their job. If your job is something you wake up every single day and you think, I love this, I want to do this, then, is the extra money from starting a business that important? Probably not. But if your job is a means to an end and you think, okay, I just need to push that a little bit further for that extra promotion because that'll mean I can retire a few years earlier. If that's the kind of mindset you have, then you need to start looking into the fast lane. I was recently reading The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco, and it kind of explained ideas that I already had but never articulated. It's this idea that really we all want to get rich when we're young. We don't want to get rich when we're in our 60s. Yet we can give to our family, and that's amazing, and we can make sure that our kids go into the best education. But really, deep down, when we're all in our 20s and 30s, we're dreaming about enjoying the rich life now. And of course, there's no way to get rich overnight. Don't listen to any gurus who are like, get rich in 60 days or something stupid like that. But 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, potentially you can get rich in that space. All you have to do is stop thinking about, okay, I'm going to funnel my money into these index funds and this money will eventually in 40 years be worth $1 million. You need to start thinking, how can I get my savings now to go into some kind of project that is going to generate me passive income and that can scale that income again and again and again by many multipliers until I become rich young. But actually, you've got to do a whole mindset shift beyond this. Because if you start thinking about it that way, then you're going to start thinking, oh, I'll try dropshipping, oh, I'll try affiliate marketing, I'll try this, I'll try that. And you're going to fail so many times and you're going to waste your savings and you would have been better off investing in index funds. You've also got to start thinking, okay, not how can I make money, why should I deserve money? And when you think like that, you start finding solutions to problems. If you can solve people's problems, then they will give you their money gladly. So you have to start thinking not just, I want to get rich quickly. You've got to start thinking, what problems can I solve that mean I will deserve a lot of money in return? For example, my Instagram page at Invest Earn Save, if you want to follow, Invest Earn Save, that has become my primary revenue source. And it's not solving some super big issue. I'm not the first person to make an Instagram page in that niche, that's for sure. So, what problem is it solving? Well, I read a lot of books, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, I read a lot of articles, and I'm going to put all the information I know into super easy to digest Instagram posts. And I've got a mix of that and a mix of things that are just kind of motivating, entertainment kind of posts. And this solves a problem for many people. Many people, they were happy to scroll through the feed, but they don't have time or they're not willing to read super long books or spend hours watching podcasts just to get a bit of information. So people like to scroll through and get some bite-sized education and some bite-sized motivation. So that solves a very simple problem. People want to get wealthy, people want to learn to develop themselves, people want to learn all of these things, but they don't have time or the will to actually spend hours and hours and hours learning it. So I'm solving that problem by creating bite-sized content. That's just one idea of thousands and thousands, if not millions, of potential ideas out there where you can solve someone's issue and have massive leverage. Because yes, I've got to spend time making a post, but if that post goes out to 1 million people, then that can make a lot more money than if it goes out to 10,000 people. And my time doesn't equal followers. I don't spend X hours and get X amount of followers. Those followers compound and go up over time and scale, which means my income scales over time. I don't have to increase the amount of time that I spend working on it. That's where the leverage comes in, and that's how businesses like this can make you quite wealthy or even very wealthy just by leveraging your time. So to kind of make a summary of all this, index funds are a good idea. I put a lot of my money into index funds, but it can't be your first priority if your goal is to be rich in your 20s, 30s, or 40s and to actually be able to stop working for a while to enjoy that time or to do a job that pays less that you really, really enjoy. What you need to do is you need to prioritize first, savings go towards an emergency fund. This means you can fully commit to your projects without being terrified of potential consequences of it failing. Once you've done that, then you need to start investing in business projects or side hustles that allow you to only put in some time to then have almost unlimited income potential. Not something where it's a business where you've got to do X amount of hours for X amount of money. Even if that amount can increase over time, you want something that you can make passive income from. And that should be your first priority after you've saved an emergency fund. And then, with some of the income from that business, you then put it into things like index funds, because then you'll have enough money for the fact it's actually worthwhile to get the passive income from dividends, from your capital growth. It's actually worth it then. It's not worth it if you just put in your salary into your index funds. It takes too long. And I know a lot of people are going to ask, so what business can I do? And I'm not going to answer that because I would just end up pitching the way I make money and then my ebook for that. And that's not going to help you. It's just going to make this whole video seem just like a sales pitch. So really there is tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of ways you can make a lot of money without it being directly related to your time. You've just got to start seeing the world a bit differently. When you see someone complain about something, when you see someone say, I wish, when you see someone say, I hate, then start thinking, okay, what could be the solution to this? How could I create a product or service that would solve this issue this person's having? If you start thinking like that, ideas will start coming to you. For example, I was scrolling through the feed and I was seeing some of these business pages and I was thinking, what advice are they giving? This is useless information. So I was thinking, okay, I can solve the problem. I can provide some better content and then I can make some money from that by solving people's problem. And again, I don't want to upset the index fund investors. I invest in index funds, but I invest in index funds with some of the profits from my business. I don't put my money into index funds and then business second. If you have any questions about how you can do this other than asking for specific business ideas, then please do leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. And if you want a really, really good book that explains this, it's Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. It's really clarified my way of thinking about this. So I'd highly recommend that. I will put a link in the description below, and it'll probably be an affiliate link, but I've been having some issues with Amazon, but I'll put it there even if it's not an affiliate link. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe. I'm going to try and put out way more videos. I kind of eventually starting to enjoy making videos. I didn't enjoy it too much at first. It was too nervous and stressful, and as you can tell, I can't always put out my sentences very well. But I'm improving slowly, so if you do like this video and you want to see more, then leave a like, leave a subscription, and I'll see you soon. Bye.